Alright, guys. We're going to go ahead and do Isaiah chapter 2. And we're going to be getting ready to go mow. It's always fun doing that whenever we get off work. My bookmark. Let me find my place. Right, there we go. I don't know where my bookmark went. I don't know. Alright. Chapter 2 of Isaiah. Let me turn my fan down one more notch so you don't hear the roar. The word that Isaiah the son of Amos saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem. Now it shall come to pass in the latter days that the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established on the top of the mountains, and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow to it. Many people shall come and say, Come, and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of God of Jacob, to the house of the God of Jacob. He will teach us his ways, and he will walk in his paths. For out of Zion shall go forth the law, and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem. He shall judge between the nations, and rebuke many people. They shall beat their swords into plowshares, and their spears into pruning hooks. They shall learn war no more. That's a caption above half of this verse. Okay, nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. O house of Jacob, come and let us walk in the light of the Lord. For you have forsaken your people, the house of Jacob, because they are filled with eastern ways. They are soothsayers like the Philistines, and they are pleased with the children of foreigners. Their land is also full of silver and gold, and there is no end to their treasures. Their land is also full of horses, and there is no end to their chariots. Their land is also full of idols, their worship, the work of their own hands, that which their own fingers have made. People bow down, and each man humbles himself, therefore do not forgive them. Enter into the rock and hide in the dust from the terror of the Lord and the glory of his majesty. The lofty looks of man shall be humbled, the haughtiness of men shall be bowed down. And the Lord alone shall be exalted in that day. There's a caption above that where it says, and the Lord alone shall be exalted in that day. It's called the day of the Lord. All right, verse 12, chapter 2. For the day of the Lord of hosts shall come upon everything proud and lofty, upon every lifted up, and it shall be brought low. Upon all the cedars of Lebanon that are high and lifted up, and upon all the oaks of Bashan, upon all the high mountains, and upon all the hills that are lifted up, upon every high tower, and upon every fortified wall, upon all the ships of Tarshish, and upon all the beautiful sloops. The loftiness of man shall be bowed down, and the haughtiness of men shall be brought low. The Lord alone will be exalted in that day, but the idols he shall utterly abolish. They shall go into the holes of the rocks, and into the caves of the earth, from the terror of the Lord and the glory of his majesty, when he arises to shake the earth mightily. In that day a man will cast away his idols of silver, and his idols of gold, which they made each for himself to worship, to the moles and bats, to go into clefts of the rocks, and into the crags of the rugged rocks. From the terror of the Lord and the glory of his majesty, when he arises to shake the earth mightily. Sever yourselves from such a man, whose breath is in his nostrils, for of what account is he? Chapter 2, Isaiah. See y'all next time.